You know, remember Jill Scott was on Black Lightning. Remember she was Lady Eve. Remember battling against Black Lightning, because that Black Lightning just go into that keep the Messiah black, keep him hidden. For as the lightning cometh out of the east and west and shining even unto the west, so shall also come into the Son of Man be. So she want to fight against Christ all day. And that's why she said that, you know, wherever it takes me to go, I'm living my life like it's golden. Because, you know, through the fire, you know, you refine as gold is refined. So, you know, they just saying, you know, send her into that pit of hell so that demon got out of hell pit and get to have that human experience. Remember, as it's written, and I will bring the third part through the fire and will refine them as silver is refined and will try them as gold is tried. And they should call on my name and I will hear them and I will say it as my people and they should say the Lord is my God. So, you know, I go right into that fire, you know. So I'm going to play something right quick and I'm going to get ready to wrap this up soon. But let's delve deep into this. So remember, this song was huge, man. It's still a hit, you know. Remember back in like this, I remember this first drop. I was like 11, 12 years old, maybe like 07-ish. I think when it was first dropped. So about 11 then. But hear this right quick, man. This is crazy. So it's all going to how they don't want the, you know, the Messiah revealed. They already know he been revealed, but they don't want people believing in who he is what I'm saying. They want that rope and that chain around everybody's neck themselves. So they just don't raise him up. They try to raise themselves up, until the end they fall into that pit of hell, you know. But hear this.
The pain is deep. A silent sleeper, you won't hear a peep peep.
Silent sleeper. So, you know, they want to keep people asleep. You know, remember the Lord said that we wake up, O Israel, wake up. You know, they supposed to wake up and come into our identity. They want to keep people asleep.
The girl he wants don't see no one and two.
So the girl he wants don't see no one and two, because, you know, that goes to like people rejecting who he is. You know, the bride, the kingdom of heaven is as a bride.
It seems the feelings that she had her through.
The feelings she had her through, you know.
Cause day and night, the lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night.
So you see, the lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night because he's the stone. He's the rock. Christ is the rock. And he free his mind at night because at night, you know, he's the thief in the night. You know what I mean? And he brings the light he's the light of the world. So, you know, the whole thing, they want to keep people in that night. You know, he comes back. I mean, he's already returned in the flesh and people are living as though, you know, he's not here. You know, they just don't know. A lot of people don't know yet. But as it's growing and growing, you know, these demons got to retract. And they starting to really fall back. They already know that the time is coming. You know, they already know they're going to get ready to go back in the hell pit. You know, the moon is a great witness. So he comes at night because the moon, the Masons, you know, they worship the moon. And what they do is they try to keep the world in darkness. You know, he frees his mind at night, you know.
He's all alone through the day and night.
He's all alone through the day and night. You know, Lucifer is the false light of the world, shining, blinding the minds of many, you know.
The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. At night. Free his mind in search of, to free his mind in search of day and night. Though he is feeling blue.
He feeling blue, you know, because the Masons run the world. So, you know, they trying to say, you know, basically they run this world. He feeling blue, because, you know, blue goes until he want to bring the law. He's bringing the law of Zion.
Slow-mo. When the temple slows up and creates that new.
So, you know, they want to keep everything slowed down. You know, Masons coming out that hell pit, them demons, because they get to have that human experience. So they can kind of like where time exists in a way. For humans, time exists. So, you know, in the spirit realm, time don't really matter. But when they come in that flesh, it's like we can slow him down. You know what I mean? You put as many traffic lights. Say, for instance, you got 45 traffic lights in one city. Go to Houston, you know, I'm just using an example. You got traffic lights in one city, you know, I mean, New York City, you got traffic lights in this city. In Dallas, you got it here. LA, you got it there, you know what I mean? So they like think about how many minutes every traffic light, you there for 45 seconds.